It's Barb coming to you from my craft studio. Today I have a vlog. I'm going to talk about the Get Organized Challenge. If you don't like chatty videos, you might want to skip this. Be right back. This week in the GOC, it is embellishment week. I'll go over what the assigned homework is and then kind of what I'm planning to do instead. The assignment is to sort one container a day for 4 of the 7 days of this GOC week. I always tell people, get like a small shoebox size and use that and keep filling it up. You may end up doing more than 4, but you feel so much better when you accomplish that than if you have one great big box and you don't finish that, even though you may have ended up sorting the same exact amount as if you'd done those small containers, but you don't get the same good feeling about it. So that's always my goal, is to make sure you do small containers. Set a purge goal if you haven't already. One of the things I kind of do is ask myself, would I buy this now? And if I wouldn't, then it probably isn't something I need to keep. Now, I will say I probably keep more things because of my daughter being a teacher. I make things for her, and I never know what I may need because I don't know what topics she may end up covering at any given time. So I probably keep more, but I am thinking this time I might take my education, children, teen stuff off my scrap rack and put it in a Spinder binder, because I mainly use that stuff when my daughter needs things, so it doesn't really need to be taking up space on my scrap rack. So that's kind of one of the things I wrote down as a possibility for myself to do this week. Sort another 4 to 6 inches of paper if you have it. Sort another year of photos, or 2 if you have help. Post your progress report. During an official challenge like this time, you can enter the ugly embellishment contest by posting it on Facebook. I think you can also email it in, and then celebrate with your award. One of the things I'm planning to do this time is to go through my scrap rack. Of course, watch for purge opportunities. That's always one of my things. I think I really want to back all my pockets, so I probably am going to need more white cardstock as a result. But I need to cut white cardstock down to the size of those pockets and put them in there, and get rid of things I don't need, straighten up what is in there. And I also have some pages in there that aren't totally Tiffany pages that I want to replace as many of them as I can with actual Tiffany pages, and some things in there need a different size page than what they're in there, so I want to get that done. Sorry about that. Pretty sure it's one of my GOC people. Let me just turn down the volume right now. There. Turn the volume down on that. I don't think it'll go off on the iPad while I'm using it. So that's one of the things. That's kind of what I want to do. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to do. I know. I have a few things left to catalog, so I want to get those cataloged because I have a bunch of catalog pages that need to be put into my scrap rack. That's one place where I don't use Tiffany pages. I just use regular 12 by 12 scrapbook pages because I don't need a fancy page for my catalog pages, and those are just a sheet of paper or 2. Sometimes I use a different one for the back. It kind of depends. So they don't weigh down as much. I find the pages I have that aren't Tiffany, that have the different size pockets, because of the weight of stuff in them, tear. I've never had a Tiffany page do that, so I prefer to use those. But usually the catalog pages are fine. I think it's just because there's just one big square in there, and that's it. It doesn't have any bulky, embellishments or anything with any dimension in it. It's just like that. So I think that's why those ones seem fine. If it ever gets to the point where those don't seem like they'd be working, then I'll probably have to invest in more TT supersized singles, but I'm hoping that doesn't happen because I use a lot of those because of my catalog pages. So I want to get my catalog pages integrated into my scrap rack, and I want to do that as I go through, because one reason they're not in there is because it's kind of a pain for me to take it off all the time. So I'm thinking I might leave an extra page in, an extra blank sheet protector at the end of each catalog area so that I have room to grow. Normally I wouldn't suggest that to somebody, but for something like the catalog pages, it's a little different because you know it's going to be the 12, just the big 12 by 12 opening. At least the way I'm doing it, it would be. Whereas within your themes, you don't know what size page you might need, so it doesn't really make sense to add extra pages in there. But that's kind of my goal for this week, is to go through my scrap rack and file things and maybe purge a little and straighten up and, you know, that type of thing. I try to use the GOC as maintenance now because my room is in pretty good shape. This will probably, next week will be tools, which is your stamps, your dies, your embossing folders. I only have a couple of those new ones to catalog, and I want to get that done before I start on my scrap rack, so I'll probably continue working on my scrap rack next week, and probably during color week as well, because I don't think I have any coloring products to take care of. I think I have all up to date on those. So I'll probably spend the next 3 weeks working on my scrap rack. I feel a little bit better about that now, knowing that I've got that long to do. Actually, I might spend the rest of the challenge doing that now that I'm thinking about it, because next week's tools, then it's color, then it's mementos, and then it's travel. And my tools, color, and memento stuff is all in really good shape, and I don't travel with my supplies, so I have the rest of the challenge to just go through my scrap rack and my binders. Well, that's kind of a relief. I hadn't really realized before that I didn't have anything really special I needed to do those weeks, so I think that's going to be my goal. I know the next challenge, I think I might try to I might even start trying to tackle it before that, is a lot of my digital stuff I want to try to get. And it's not so much pictures as it is, I have digital paper and digital clip art and digital SVGs. I have all that stuff on my computer. Some of it is very much organized because I did start folders, but like I just have one paper folder, so I need to go through there and get the paper, digital paper, sorted into themes so that they're easier to find when I need them, other than one great big file. But that's kind of all what my goal is for the rest of the week. I think I'll probably try to pop on during the next few weeks and let you know how I'm progressing, hopefully. Let's see, I've got 4 bases on my scrap rack, and I got 4 no, I have 5 binders. So I'm going to have to set kind of a goal of how much of those I want to get done over the next few weeks. But, and I know one thing I do have to do during tool week, but it could kind of fit in with the same thing, as I want to get my stamps into binders. That was my other one that I have written down. I'll have to check my list and see if there was anything else written down that I wanted to get done this challenge. But that's kind of where I'm standing. I kind of knew what I was doing this week, but I don't really think I had a lot for the other weeks. So, yeah. Well, hopefully it'll all go smoothly and I won't have any bumps in the road. If you're participating in the challenge, how are you doing? If you've never heard of the Get Organized Challenge, I highly recommend it. you could still pick up during it, and the classes are always available. The latest round of classes, well, actually all the classes are available. She leaves the latest round on the website along with all the links to articles and downloads that you would need, and the latest version of the class video is uploaded to and left on the website until she does the GOC again. I don't know if she's doing a second one this year. She used to do 2 or 3 a year, but I'm not sure what her goal is this year. And turning off the sound on my phone does not turn off the sound on my notifications. Anyways, that's all I've got to share today. I want to thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you next time.